Hi everyone, I'm from Analogue Studio in the studio, and I'm here to demonstrate the use of one of my latest mods, which is a Polaroid Land 110B modified to accept Lomography Lomograflok. For those of you who don't know, the Lomography made Lomograflok is an Instax Wide eject support. That's all it does, and allows you to use Instax Wide film on a Graflok camera. No, camera has Graflok hooks, and it's a dark slide. It's powered by 4 AA batteries, and you can dark slide here. You have to turn it on to remove the dark slide, otherwise it won't come off. So let's turn this off. Let's load this with the Instax Wide film first. It's empty here. Instax Wide film is made by Fuji. The ISO 800 or Instax film is ISO 800. I'm gonna turn this on. Do not remove the dark slide, and just eject the plastic slide, film pack dark slide. Now it's ready to use. We have 10 frames in a pack of Instax, any size. So I don't use the camera on a Graflok, a 4x5 view camera, but I use it on this modified 110B, Polaroid Land 110B from the 1950s. What I did is basically take off the back of the camera and add Graflok style hooks. But of course the film plane is not in the same position with the original film plane, so I also moved the infinity stop. I 3D printed a custom infinity stop, and so it matches the film plane of the Lomographlok, which is about 26 millimeters behind this mounting surface. Alright, so how does this work? In case you haven't used one, this is a fully manual camera. It has a shutter. It's a pronto shutter. So you first open up, push the clamp, do the third time. You push this little clamp, it pops open. You lock the standards. You lock the board, the standards, and then you move this, the focusing board, the lens board, up. There's a little hook right here to squeeze both your fingers, get over that little hump, and then just push it till it locks in place. It's gonna lock in a little slot in the new infinity stop I made. And open up the cover. And this is a fully manual camera, as I said, and both the aperture right here and the speeds are on the lens. It also has a flashing port and a remote release cord, a remote shutter cord, whatever you call those, right here. So you can use a cable release port over here. And you have to, so you measure the light in order for this to work. I have a light meter here set to ISO 800. Let's measure. I get 1/8 over 5.6. The biggest aperture on my lens, on this lens, is 4.7. So I have 4.8. I get 1/10 over 4.8. I'm gonna use 1/8. I don't have 1/10 on the shot. So 1/8 and then 4.8. So I'm gonna set the aperture to maximum aperture like that. speed to 1/8, and cock the shutter. So, and then I don't have the back here, I'm just going to demonstrate how it works, and then you look through the combined viewfinder rangefinder. There's a little triangle in the middle, it's a yellow triangle, and it shows a double image if the image is focus. Then adjust these till you overlap, put double images, reframe and shoot. And this is the shutter button here that presses a little lever on the lens right here. So okay, let's recock the shutter here and let's attach the Lomographlok. The Lomographlok on this camera simply slides in. And push it. It's held in by friction, a lot of friction. Push it all the way in. And now we're ready to shoot. You won't be able to get an image unless you remove the dark slide. So make sure we remove the dark slide. Make sure this slide switch, the on-off slide switch, is all the way up. And once you attach it, the dark slide is going to be a little tight. This is because of all the felt I use for friction. So let's do a measurement again. Life has changed a bit. Yeah, 110 to 5.8, so 1.8 will be fine. And I'm gonna take a picture of the phone taking this video. And when I did this mod, because I wanted to keep the Lomographlok as close to the focal plane as possible, I had to move the Lomographlok a little bit down, so the image plane is not, the image center of the Lomographlok is not exactly in the image center of the lens. That means that the viewfinder, when you frame things, you're gonna have to put things a little higher than they should be. It's about 1/5 of the frame. So if you put an object in the center, it's going to end up being about 1/5 of the frame down, which is the frame, the actual image frame that you see in the viewfinder, those yellow lines. And so if I want something in the center, I have to put that object about 1/5 higher. So let's say left right seems to be fine. It's actually a little wider because the Instax film is wider than the original 3x4. Alright, and now in order to eject the frame, press the eject button right here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it right here, develop, and I'm sure the rest. Now, say you're done with the shooting, you have to insert the dark slide back. And again, this is going to be a little tight, so not as easy as if the Lomographlok is detached. So just make sure that this little slide switch is all the way up, tends to get in the way a lot, and then just make sure you see the slot and then you push it in firmly, slowly, don't bend it. It's a very thin, unbendable dark slide. You're done, and then shut it off. You don't have to shut it off every time, but if you don't accidentally eject, you shut it off. Okay, so we're done, and make sure that the shutter is not cocked, and also make sure that you do not leave the shutter on the highest speed, which is 1/300 of a second, because this breaks these shutters. I've seen many. I bought a few of these cameras, and some of them came with a broken shutter because it had been left on the 1/300 of a second. So leave it on any other speed than that. I leave it at 1/8 or 1/15, doesn't matter. So let's close the standards. Okay, we have to retract the front board. detach the lens board from the focusing board, from the infinity board, and you have to unclasp this clamp. So use your thumb and your index finger and simply do that, and then push it back a bit. Then it's gonna go all the way back. Make sure it's all the way back. And if you wanna close the camera, you push all these latches with your thumbs, and then flip it, and then close it. There you go. This is actually very portable, and because of the large friction holding the Lomography, you can kind of walk around with it like that. And it's heavy, but it's surprisingly portable. I had it at Polaroid Land, New York City, not this guy, different Polaroid Land, and it turned out to be this really nice walk around camera. And here we are. We have a photo shot at 4.8. Nicely focused in the phone, in a 3D printed phone holder. Yeah, nice. Right. Oh, one more thing. This is not designed to have the Lomography attached at all times. So when you don't use it, make sure the dark side is off. Take it out. And then please do use this cover the camera comes with to protect the bellows and the lens from dust and scratches and accidents. So this kind of slides in here. And now you can store this in a nice in a safe place, and then use your Lomography on your 4x5 camera. Alright, I think this is it. Nothing else. Talk to you soon. Bye.